Whoopsie. Hi, Scorpio. Welcome to many. Welcome to your message they need you to hear reading for October 27th through November 26th. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below, including the recommend a reader shout out, which goes to Intuitive Astrology and Tarot by Annette. Check her out, show her some love and support yourself if you like what she has to say. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. All right, Scorpio, what do we got here? What's the message they need you to hear, Scorpio? 8 of Wands, the Hanged Man, 4 of Pentacles, this could be Pisces, 6 of Cups, King of Swords, that could be Gemini, 6 of Swords, wow, Judgment. Okay, all right, let me get the little guys here. Okay. 4 of Cups, that one flipped, so go figure. All right, so Pisces, Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, or Sagittarius. We got 2 6s. All right, 2 6s. Frustration, right? This is 4 of Pentacles about. This is 4 of Pentacles about. Five of Pentacles. What's his 6 of Cups about? This is interesting. What's his 6 of Cups about? Knight of Wands. Huh. What's this King of Swords about? Oopsie. 9 of Wands. Good. Hold on a minute. I'm wiping my eye. Okay. I'm getting all watery. I got too much air blowing on him. All right. What's this 6 of Swords about? Ten of Pentacles. This is Judgment about. 4 of Cups. Okay, so is this someone that's kind of just up and left? Like all of a sudden they're like they just need to be by themselves and take care of their own stuff right now. Like this is someone that I don't get it. I don't get why they feel like all of a sudden they have to hunker down and protect themselves. I don't get it. So they might be pulling back from you and everybody because it's almost like they feel like, okay, all right, let me see what else here because I don't like that. Honestly, it feels like, okay, if I'm not going to get what I want from you, then I'm going to pursue somebody else. What's this? Gemini. You know, I feel like they're mad at you because they're not getting what they want from you. So all of a sudden they've withdrawn, like immediately. So like whoosh. And they've kind of just put up this wall because they're not getting what they want from you. And this is someone that's like, all right, I'm done trying. And they have pulled back. That they want to disengage from whatever you two have going on because they're frustrated that it's not going anywhere. And I think this is someone that just needs the chaos and the drama to stop in their life. But is that really what's going on here? Are they just not getting what they want, so they're making it about you and your fault and that you denied them? But maybe it's just not realistic. Maybe you're just not interested. You're not denying them anything. It's not your fault. Is this someone trying to make it into something that it's not really? Is this a way to get you to try and engage with them or to respond to them? Is that what this is? Like they're just going to withdraw communication and presence so that you turn around and respond and initiate and give back, or that you take over and make plans, or that you try to solve this one? Is this someone that's just frustrated and fed up and they're going to just withdraw until you kind of do how they want you to? And I personally am not a fan of that. I think that would just, make me hunker down even more, because they're not getting the hint, are they? This is about you, obviously if you wanted to do something, you would do it. You don't need to be manipulated. What's this hangman about? The moon. I was going to say the magician, then I saw the moon. This could be Pisces or Cancerian. This could be Pisces. So we got issues of trust and stability and things being your spidey sense is probably kicking in and you're just like, whoa, I'm pulling back, because all of a sudden this has kind of turned a corner and it's gotten weird and not sure what's going on here. And maybe your person it's getting muddy. It's getting muddy. It feels like when it gets muddy for me, it's because you two have the same story about each other. You two are kind of, I don't want to say accusing, but you two have the same opinion of each other. And each one of you could have issues with there being a lack of stability or security or trust, but things aren't clear for either of you. And it could be that there's positioning on both sides. It could be that there's strategy involved and there's on both sides. But I think it's more about your person trying to be manipulative or manage things, and you're just like, I'm not going to be control. Are you kidding me? I'm a Scorpio. You can't manage me. I do the managing. If there's any sign in the zodiac, it's Scorpio. Come on. And I could see why you're kind of hunkering down and like, nope, this is exactly where I said you're not gonna. There's no managing this situation, at least where you're involved. I can see why you're doing that. So I feel like this is someone that's just kind of frustrated and is withdrawing because of that, and they really want things a certain way, and it's not happening. So they're going to withdraw. But I think it's your spidey sense kicking in. It's basically like, past a certain point, like all of a sudden I'm starting to see shades of what's behind the curtain here, like what's really going on. What the anything but stability, or it's almost like your intuition's kicking in going, do not go past a certain point with this person. This is not that way madness lies. This is not a good idea. Stop in your tracks. Stop in your tracks. Abort, reverse, run away. And this is you needing to really think about your next steps with this person, because I think they are frustrated because they're not getting what they want from you. But I think it's more than that for you. I think you need to know that there's nothing is what it seems with this person, and you both need to not be connected right now. You, because there's more to the story than you know, trust, and them because they're gonna wear themselves out trying to run up against this brick wall because you're not budging. And very wisely so, you shouldn't, because there's much more than meets the eye here that you don't know about. And if they're waiting for you to take initiative to get this thing off the ground, they're going to be waiting a long time, because you're not budging, and you shouldn't. Don't. Because I feel like they think they're trying to teach you a lesson by cutting things off or by only communicating with you in a certain way or pulling back or giving you a silent treatment. They've really taken the reins on trying to manage involvement and communication here. And I think they're trying to teach you something, or they're trying to show you, or like teach you a lesson or something, get a message across. And they might feel pretty strong about it right now, but it is only temporary for them. They will be back. The thing is you need to stand your ground and stay put and not let this person get one over on you, because this is not going to be stable anytime soon. And there's a lot more that you don't know about. She or he could be involved with more than one person, hence the need to manage you so heavily, because they've got more. You're not the only one they're dealing with. But this is not something you need to let get past a certain point for you, because this person, there's much more than meets the eye. I keep getting that there's this whole other side to this situation. And please stay in the questioning stage. Please stay in the hunker down, self-protective phase, because this person's withdrawal from the situation and kind of drastic departure and cutting, it's temporary. They are just frustrated, but you need to be alerted to the fact that this is shades of what's to come. This is a countermeasure to feeling controlled, and that's why they're doing it. It could be that maybe you are being controlling, but I don't think there's anything wrong with self-preservation in this instance. I think that you should have boundaries, and you should be like, nope, that's not going to work on me, especially if someone's trying to manipulate you, So this person, they're frustrated. They want things to be moving past a certain point. They want this, but you standing your ground is just not working for them. And they need to pull back and rethink this and figure out what they want for their next steps. And but it feels manipulative to me. It feels, I don't know. I feel like they're leaving in a huff and frustration, only to return and go, okay, I'm going to give you one more chance. Which is kind of laughable, but because I don't think they realize that you kind of see what's going on, or that you suspect at least, and that you're going to follow your intuition on this one. And it's best to keep this at a certain level and not go past, because there's a whole level of involvement that you're not going to want to get wrapped up in with this person. What else for Pisces? Listen to me, because I'm looking at these two going, are you dealing with the Pisces? What else for Scorpio? What else for Scorpio? We'll be dealing with the Leo. Scorpio. 3 of Cups. Pardon me. Yeah, just change. Okay, that flipped. It's almost like you dodged a bullet, because they're just really frustrated, but they're going to come back and give you a chance. It's like they're doing like this, and here you are sitting right in the middle of it, not budging. And it's just really bothering them. And yet it's because there's a lot more going on than you realize, but you know enough to know what you don't know is alarming, or at least it's alerting you to look. You don't really want to go down this road with this person. It's kind of murky. We could be talking about addiction. We could be talking about someone with, there's just too many questions. There's too much uncertainty, too much in the dark. It might be a lot of fun and passionate and mysterious and intriguing, but then what happens the next day, and when the day-to-day stuff kicks in, and when you have to rely on somebody like this, this is not somebody that you can rely on for the long term. So if this is a reconciliation, or if you're dealing with someone that is dealing with addiction issues that you might not know about yet, consider that seriously. Like that it might be very, I'm just saying, there's stuff you don't know going on. You might not be the only person they're dealing with. This could be somebody that has addiction that you don't know about, especially with this 3 of Cups here. More than one thing going on, more than one person involved with. And for the Scorpios that I'm reading for, your gut instinct has kicked in already and kind of started letting you know, hey, you got to really think about this. You really need to take some time and really think about this. Is this someone that you could be stable with, that you could see yourself moving forward with? Because especially for them to up and withdraw like this, over what? It feels like it was a display of power, or like, look, this is what I can do when I get mad. I can just up and withdraw and withhold. Okay, knock yourself out. Really? I'm not that into it anyway, so you just go ahead. Do your worst. What else for Scorpio? That's interesting. I'm sorry. All right. Eternal love. Love is here, and it transcends physical death, so that a psychic bond or some kind of fierce connection. And then we got trick or treat, mischief and play. Okay, that would be the Moon card in the Judgment. This is somebody that you might feel a draw to, or like, and I'm telling you, Scorpio, do not go past a certain point. You don't want to get wrapped up in this business. This is someone that will take you a long time to get over if it goes past a certain point. For the Scorpios that I'm reading for, or that have had a taste of this or whatnot, this is someone that what they've got going on behind the scenes is a lot bigger than their involvement with you, and it will take its toll. This is across the board right here. This speaks to a person's behavior patterns and unhealthy choices getting out of control, and they keep it very well hidden. And it could be that someone's trying to work on that, but it's an uphill battle for them. And it could be that's why they've all of a sudden withdrawn, or why their behavior gets kind of erratic at times, is because either they're triggered, or they're going through withdrawal, or they're wanting to relapse something. There's some kind of effort to manage something or keep something at bay while they're dealing with you. So this departure might have to do with them being like, I can't do both. I can't manage what's gnawing at me and manage Scorpio. So I'm going to disengage from Scorpio and go off and do my thing that I normally do, whether it's cheat, porn, gamble, drink, drugs, whatever. And then I'm going to get my fix. And then I'm going to come back after I disengage and make it about Scorpio. Like, well, you just, you know what? I wasn't feeling it, or you just really hurt my feelings. I needed to go away and recruit. Maybe they need to go away and do something else, or someone else, just saying. And then they come back and they bought themselves some time for the next couple of months or a couple of weeks or whatever. That's what I'm talking about with there's a lot more you don't know, but they're going to make it feel like it's your fault. They're going to make it feel like it's you, that you're the reason I had to go away. I just couldn't take how you were behaving anymore. That's not it at all. This person's got a whole closet full of stuff they're trying to manage, and they don't want you to know the extent of. So if this is about a reconciliation, you need to think long and hard about that, and know that this will be an ongoing issue and a management issue with this person. Whether it's cheating, whether it's drugs, alcohol, porn, gambling, any number of vices, it will be an ongoing management issue with this person if you continue to be involved with them. And you need to think long and hard, think if you're up for that. We got this eternal love here. I don't know. I hope this isn't part of it. Maybe it is, because that just complicates things, doesn't it? This doesn't feel like that. This feels like someone feels that way about you, but you might be kind of coming out of that with them, that this is how they feel about you. but it feels like this is a new relationship. So this is kind of strange also. Like, I don't know. I don't even know that they might have made this into much more than it is. And because I don't know that you feel that way. You might have thought maybe there's something there, but you kind of came out of it. I don't know. I think this needs to be put in more perspective. I think this is a bit much. But if we're dealing with someone that, I don't know, they might not have perspective on certain things. Like, they might just be like, oh my gosh, I just met the person I'm going to marry. And it's like that, you got to give that stuff time. I mean, I'm all for, someone realizing love at first sight, but that needs to be vetted. You know what I mean? And I feel like this is someone that kind of attached to you rather quickly. And so because of that, the obligation they feel, or the sense of duty to them or obligation to them, they feel like you might owe them more, or more like you're theirs already. And you're just like, whoa, hey, slow your roll. And they're just like, there's this very, I think this is on their end, this intense attachment. And you're just like, wait, well, what? And it wasn't that you weren't into this in the beginning, but they kind of took off down the road, and you're still here like, okay, let's see where this goes. And they're just, they want you down the road with them at that level and that intensity and that, and you're just like, oh, need to give this more time. And they're not happy with that. So they're going to withdraw. And what's the hurry? What's the rush? What is going on? And that's what you need. Hopefully that's why your spidey sense is kicking in, and that's what you need to be aware of. There's so much more going on that you don't know about, that you need to give this pause and don't go any further. Yeah. Okay. All right. What else for? The thing, if you're in separation, they're coming back. Use this time now if there's a lull, or if you two aren't involved that much, or if they've actually cut things off. They're coming back. So you need to think about, your gut instinct is probably pinging and telling you all these things. There's a reason for that. And you need to think about, is it worth it to continue down this road when they do come back? When they avail themselves again? Because it's not going to be quietly. They're not just going to check up on you. This person's going to expect your attention when they show back up. That's for Scorpio. 10 of Wands reversed. 10 of Pentacles reversed. Ouch. Dropping it because it's just too much work. There was nothing stable about this connection. You weren't happy with... this was not a viable connection. And so, I'm glad to see that, only because I'm preaching to the choir here. I'd rather that than you being on the fence and me going, no, I can't see what it is, but there's too much of it. It's ugly and it's murky and it's going to be all fuzzy and hairy and you're not going to like it. Not in a good way. So we got 10 of Wands reverse and 10 of Pentacles reverse. It's too much work. It's not working. It's an unbearable load. It's one-sided. It's exhausting. You don't want any part of it, and there's nothing of benefit for you. It's throwing good energy after bad. So if you haven't already, please pull back and really take a look at this. I'm really encouraged to think I'm preaching to the choir, just saying, because I want you to follow your gut on this one if you aren't already. Okay, then we got this Judgment here and this Four of Cups. Yes, stay there. Don't budge. Stay in reflection. Stay hunkered down. Self-protective energy. All right, Scorpio, I hope this was helpful, and I hope to see you in the next reading. You take care.